It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A devastating accident at Newcastle Beach has prompted a warning from surf lifesavers. A 27-year-old Melbourne man remains in a serious condition in hospital with suspected spinal injuries after he hit his head on a sandbank while diving into shallow water yesterday. Hunter Surf Life Saving says it's important to know what the conditions are and the depth of the water before diving in for a swim. Hunter businesses could see their electricity bills drop by $360 a year following an inquiry into Ausgrid. The Australian energy regulator handed down a draft decision after a 6-month inquiry into Ausgrid's future plans. Ausgrid Customer Action Chairman Alan Asher says households and small businesses will benefit.
They're allowed to sort of get a return on their investment, and they were getting something like 10%. In an era where inflation's only 2 or 3, they were getting vastly more than they should. So the regulator says 7 would be better than 10. So you can see that there's a big cut there.
Newcastle business owners are urging the Lord Mayor to rethink a push to reintroduce a show day public holiday next year. New Italian Elms is keen to give workers the day off on Friday, March 6, in a bid to attract more patronage to the show. But business leaders say the move could end up costing millions of dollars in penalty rates if some businesses are required to remain open on the public holiday. The NRMA is welcoming a fall in the price of unleaded fuel in the Hunter. The average price for unleaded in Newcastle has fallen to $1.39 a litre, with some outlets selling petrol in the low $1.30 range. NRMA President and Hunter Director Kyle Loades says it's a reflection of a global trend which should continue in the lead up to Christmas.
The overall drop in pricing is on the back of international crude oil pricing dropping. It's the lowest it's been for at least 3 years, and that's flowing through to the Bowser. The pump price, it's really good news for Hunter motorists. Leading up to Christmas time, it'll be the cheapest it's been for years.
A section of the Bathers Way between King Edward Park and Newcastle Surf Club is likely to remain closed to vehicular traffic. A concept master plan for the next stage of the project is set to be approved by Newcastle Council tonight. The scenic stretch has been closed to traffic since the infamous large rock fell from the cliff and blocked the road in 2012. However, the cost to reopen it to cars is considered too expensive. Beyond Blue's Big Blue buses will be providing Hunter residents with depression and anxiety support this week in association with the Men's Shed initiative. Beyond Blue will be holding events in the Gloucester, Lake Macquarie, Newcastle and Singleton regions. National Roadshow Project Manager Tim Moran is encouraging the collaboration between Beyond Blue and the Men's Sheds.
The Australian Men's Shed Association is one of the partners of Beyond Blue. We're supporting their work, and it's great to be able to work with several of the men's sheds across the Hunter region and have a community barbecue which will be held on Saturday.
The Big Blue bus will be at Spears Point Park this afternoon from 5, and the Men's Shed barbecue will be held at Newcastle's Customs House this Saturday from 9 till noon. Now with sport, Cecilia Connell.
After allowing another first-half lead to slip through their fingers, Jets Chief Executive Robbie Middleby has ordered a full review of all aspects of the club. He's standing by Phil Stubbins despite calls from many frustrated Newcastle supporters for the head coach to resign. The re-evaluation comes 5 games before the transfer window opens in January and a 3-week hiatus in which the team is hoping to firm up their roster. After a rainy start to the opening rounds, Day 2 of competition is about to get underway at the Lake Macquarie International Children's Games. The swimming commences in half an hour at the Forum, with golf teeing off shortly afterwards at Waratah. Meanwhile, after turning down a place in the Games due to a competition clash, Toronto's Luke Young has added the under-14 boys 1500-metre running title to his national junior crown at the Australian All-Schools Track and Field Championships, crossing the line just outside the meet record. That's sport. I'm Cecilia Connell.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 8.